Hi guys, how are you doing? Today I created this look because a lot of you requested. I posted a picture and also like a little bit of story. I won't say it was an IGTV video, but it was a video that I posted a couple of days ago wearing cranberry eyes, and I got a lot of people asking me how you did this, if I could do a tutorial of that. So I thought let's put it together, and I thought of creating this look for a tutorial. I've used Huda beauty palette, the desert rose for this look. So if you guys are interested in watching how I got this look done, then please keep on watching. And if you're new to my channel, definitely consider subscribing. I make content on I make videos on makeup, mommy lifestyle, travel, of course, whenever that is allowed next. But yeah, we do a lot of fun stuff here. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And those who are already subscribed, thank you so much for adding on to the family, and do not forget to like this video. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. So here I am prepping my skin up, and for that I'm going to be using the Sugar Alcoholic Hydrating Mask. I picked this product up because I thought it was a skincare product, but I realized that I can use it as a primer instead, and this gives a very cooling and soothing effect to my skin, and also lets the makeup glides easily. So I love doing this step. It's a new addition to my makeup routine, and I'm absolutely loving it. Just spreading it on my face by my hands, because I think, after I apply a layer, it's just easier to use my hands to spread it, and that's about it. The next thing I'm going to be doing is using the Huda Beauty palette in order to create that look. And here I'm going ahead and using the color Odd from the Huda Beauty palette for my crease. It's a very dark shade. I think it's the darkest shade on the palette, and I love how pigmented it is. And I'm just doing it, going in the windscreen wiper motion, making sure my crease is all nice and clean, and spreading it out a little bit to remove any harsh lines. I'm going to be doing the same step on my next eye, just picking up the same product, same color, Odd. It's Odd or Oud, O-U-D. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I think it's Odd. And yeah, that is what I'm doing, just making sure, spreading it nicely and evenly, and just making sure it's all covered. Really craving out the crease of my eye. I have hooded eyes, so I need to exaggerate on this step in order to just go ahead and yeah. So this color that I'm putting now, I think this color is Saffron from the palette, and this basically is a little more reddish brown kind of a color. Absolute cranberry, beautiful color, and I love how pigmented this is. So in the Huda Beauty palette, not all the colors that I've used are pigmented. Are saffron, especially the matte colors that I picked, they're all very beautiful, and they're very pigmented too. So I love this product, because you just need a little bit on your brush, and you see already how much color payoff it has on your eyelid. So yeah, love it. Just spreading it up, making sure the two colors blend in nicely together, and they merge like one, creating that beautiful gradient. And here back again, I'm going in with the shade Odd, and just carving my crease a little bit again. As I said, I need a little more exaggeration to this step because I have hooded eyes. So yeah, in order to give them a little bit of depth, this step takes a little bit of time. Okay, just making sure I'm exaggerating that color on the outer corner of my eye to create that little bit of like a V kind of thing. I'm not winging it or anything. I just want to spread the color evenly, so that's what I'm doing. And more so, I am going to be applying my base makeup after this step anyway. So if it's not nice and clean, it's fine, because I'll make sure it's all clean and nice when I start applying my base. So sorry if this looks redundant, but this is important to blend it all out. Uh, as you may have heard with other people as well, blend, blend, blend is the key when you're doing a good eye look. Now I'm picking up my Nykaa Kajal to tightline the upper, or the upper waterline, and also just keeping it super close to my lash line and smoking it out. So what I'm going to do is I am just making sure that I'm drawing a very thin line. Try and go as thin as possible, but I think it's because you're eventually going to be smudging it with a smudging brush. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to stay as close to my lash line here, and then I'll be picking up my pencil brush and smoking that out. So here, just applying it. Make sure, one of the things that I notice is whenever you're doing this step, that is you're using a kajal and then smudging it out for that smoky effect, I would suggest doing it on one eye first, and then go in and start putting the kajal or liner on the other eye. Because what happens is when you're working on one eye, the kajal on the other eye dries out and it becomes difficult to smudge. You will see shortly I will be struggling, and I'm struggling here to blend the next eye, because the kajal has literally taken its time to settle in, and it's a little more darker and not so easy to smudge. So I guess one tip here would be to go one eye at a time, apply kajal, smudge it with a brush, and move over to the other eye, apply kajal and smoke it with a brush. So even though this eye looks super dark compared to the other one, which is easily smudged, it's fine, it's still fixable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a little bit of the same color saffron that I used for the lid of my eye, and I'm going to lighten that dark harsh line and make it like a nice smoky kind of effect. So yeah, as long as you're able to fix everything, but you can save yourself from the trouble by just going one eye at a time, and yeah, I wouldn't need to repeat this step at all. This I didn't really need any bit of touching up, but I guess I still went ahead in. But yeah, it looks fine. Here's me just checking if they both look the same, and they don't. I think the right one has got a little bit of the smokiness of that is a little bit less compared to this one, but we'll fix it towards the end. And here I'm just going ahead, picking that same color odd like before that I used for my crease, and just making sure that it's a little more defined. I'm stretching the color out to the outer corner of my eye a little bit, like creating like a V, or shaping the eyeshadow up that I used before. So just doing that, drawing a little bit of crease again. I'm sorry, I have to do this step a number of times because it just sometimes it takes longer to really see, and not losing or blinding in. वो क्या होता है ना, जो hooded eyes होती हैं, तो आपका जो upper portion of your lid है, that almost becomes invisible. So I have to make sure कि जो lid area है वो after I apply eye makeup it's still visible. तो उसके लिए कई बार ज़्यादा effort करना पड़ता है to carve out that crease. And that is exactly what I'm doing here, using a darker shade and just making sure कि अच्छे से वो spread हो रहा है and my crease is able to cut आराम से. Sorry if this is like the third time I'm doing it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Going again, cleaning it out, using the darker shade again to create a little bit of V on the outer corner of my eye. I could easily fast forward through this step, but it defeats the purpose really. आप क्या सीखोगे अगर सब कुछ fast forward होगा? I can make this a shorter video, but for you to learn and be able to grab the steps easily, I think it's essential to show the exact time it takes. And now I'm just outlining the upper waterline.
एंड दिस स्टेप गाइस क्रिएट्स सो मच ऑफ अ डिफरेंस. आप खुद देखोगे कि आपकी आइज़ बहुत ज़्यादा डिफाइन लगने लग जाती है द मोमेंट यू टाइट लाइन देम कंपेयर टू बिफोर. And this step I'm fast forwarding because first off I'm doing my lashes. I exaggerate the step. I always do. In my numerous videos I've talked about how crazy I am for my lashes. So yeah, I don't want to give you that trauma again to sit through the same redundant steps again and again. So fast forwarding through that. And here I have my eyebrows done off camera. I will list my eyebrow routine if you want to check it out in the description box. But again, I don't really take a lot of time doing my eyebrows, so it's a quick tutorial if you want to go through it and get an idea how do I get it. Please ignore the bushiness I have going on for my lashes. I'm about to groom them soon, but for now, if they look too big, too hairy, too bushy, I apologize. It's okay. We're all quarantined. And here I am doing the magnanimous of the task of wearing lashes. It takes so much effort, so much time to put this together. इतनी अच्छी प्रैक्टिस हो गई थी मेरी अबाउट 2 years ago. I was frequenting my looks with lashes so much कि बहुत easily I was able to wear. And then from the past 2 years I got out of practice again. तो फिर से इसको बहुत टाइम लगता है मुझे करने में. And now I'm going into my face makeup and I'm picking up my favorite MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC42 and Maybelline 238, mixing them together for my makeup base and just putting it on my face like a dotted motion. And then I'll be going in with my sponge and just making sure it's nice and evenly spread on my face. Around my chin, I have a lot of pigmentation. तो वहाँ का जो skin tone का color है, that's a lot darker than the rest of my face. And I avoid using concealer as much as possible. I don't know why I don't like the feeling of wearing concealer at all. तो मैं क्या करती हूँ, I try to use a full coverage foundation and build it up at all if it is required. Even for, I don't have a lot of under eye circles thankfully, so I don't need to go in with that step. लेकिन मेरे ये smile lines हैं and I use a lot of foundation to conceal and cover them as well. So honestly I don't feel like using concealer all the time. Only for the occasions जब किसी पार्टी में जाना है या कहीं बहुत bright lights हैं और ऐसे किसी जगह पे जाना है. Otherwise I'm just, you know, I'll prefer going just with my foundation and that call it a day. So here I'm just using my Color Bar Blenditude makeup sponge to spread everything easily and nicely. And I love how this product just makes sure that सब कुछ आराम से अच्छे से evenly spread हो रहा है face पे. So I really like that. I think I wanted to go again with that little darkness around my mouth and a little bit around the under my eye and my smile lines. So I'm just building that foundation base up again to make sure कि थोड़ा सा I'm getting a little more coverage than I had before. पहले थोड़ा medium coverage था and now I'm going in for a full coverage. I'm sorry if you can hear the banging. It's just my son Sammy, he's trying to come out of the room and my husband and him are like in the room locked. So I apologize, but yeah. Making sure it's all nice and even, spreading it on my neck. You know the drill. Your neck should not be in a different color than the rest of your face. So it's important that you stretch your makeup down to your neck as well. And then I'm going ahead with my MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. This is in the shade NC45 and I think it's a perfect shade for me to contour. So इसको more than a powder foundation, I use it as a contouring tool. And बहुत सही effect लगता है मुझे इसका as a contour as well. I've seen it, the color looks a lot similar to Huda, the Benefit Huda bronzing product. So most of the times I'm only using my foundation for that. And now I'm contouring my nose to give it an illusion of a long, thin, slender. Do we use slender for nose? I don't know. Slender is used for arms. But who cares? I'm just using my contour product to shape my nose a little bit थोड़ी सी उसकी जो ब्रॉडनेस है वो हटाने के लिए. एंड I like that it's not super contoured, ऐसा नकली सा भी नहीं लग रहा है, but then yeah, it's just very it looks natural. And then my hairline, because everything should look nice and even. ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए that you're like wearing a mask or something. So it's important to put a little bit of contouring around your hairline, and just making sure that my contouring around my nose is nice and clear. And under my lips, I've like, it's been a few days that I started doing this, that I apply contour under my lip, and I think it gives my lips a lot more plump and pouty kind of look, and I love it. Here I'm picking my Sugar Cosmetics Macchiato Compact, and I use it as a finishing product for my rest of the makeup to set and lock everything in. और आप देखोगे, the moment I do that, the shine disappears. See the difference? So that's why I love this product for this step. I'm using it for a totally different reason than it is meant for, but I think it works for me. That's about makeup, you know. There are no set rules that you can't use one thing for the other. So I try to mix it up, and I try to use make products multi-use and use them for things they are not meant for, and it works well. Here I'm going back again and just making sure that under my eye I have everything nicely spread and it's not super shiny. I like the matte effect it gives. And here I am using my pencil brush to smoke out the lower lash line as well. And here I have Sammy coming, crawling to me, and he wants me to hold him, which I will shortly. But yeah, here's what I'm doing. I'm just smoking everything out in my lower lash line. Using the same color saffron. And here is Sammy saying hi to everyone. Hi. And here I'm using the darker color that I used before, Odd, and using it for the outer corner of my eye to just make everything even, or upper lid पे मैंने जो भी makeup किया है, so it looks similar to that on my lower lip as well, lower lid as well, or lower waterline. That's right. That's a good beauty tip. Thank you, Sammy. I love your contribution to this video. Thank you so much. Very good. And here I am just using the lighter glitter shade in the inner corners of my eye. Very good, very good. And we have approval from Sammy as well to do this step. And here I am just making sure that my eyelash is fixed nicely, and using the same glitter color that I used for the inner corner of my eye to my brow bone as well. And the same goes for the other eye. Sammy is sitting right behind me, so if you hear him giggling, he's just a happy kid. Did you hear that? And here we go, using my favorite eye lash mascara from Wet n Wild on my lower lash line. And the eye look is almost done. Here I picked up a Nykaa brow pencil that I hated as a brow pencil. So what I'm doing is I'm using it as my kajal here because it's a little more ashy brown kind of a color. So I like using it in my waterline as kajal. एक बहुत सही substitute निकाला है मैंने to use that product other than how it was expected. खांसी हो गई तुमको? खांसी हो रही है? सच में? I'm sorry for getting a little bit distracted here because I have this cuteness sitting right next to me. And here I'm using the Mauve Marvel Sugar Cosmetics Cream Blush. And I like this product. Sammy, look what Mama is doing. Wow, do you like it? She looks like a clown. Sammy is laughing. But yeah, I'm now gonna use my makeup sponge to spread it out and just make sure that it's all nice and even. Making sure कि मेरा mascara तो नीचे नहीं लग गया because that happens a lot. Sammy, come on now. After I have done it, after I have spread it evenly, I thought it wasn't giving me enough color, so I went in and added that same blush again. It's very pigmented, you guys. I think I may have picked less product before and then or maybe overdone using my makeup sponge before, but I went in again and I think I'm now happy with the coverage or the color that I got. Now my favorite product again, the MAC Strobe Cream. I tried to focus it. I literally tried focusing it for 1 minute and I still couldn't show you guys that product in full focus, so I edited everything out. But then here we are. This is one product that I am, I just can't stop raving about. It's so amazing. It gives my skin such a healthy glow. Matlab दीवानी हो गई हूँ मैं इस प्रोडक्ट की. It's so good. I'm definitely gonna buy the full size product of this. But this is so good, you guys. And this is like a smaller packaging, so if you want to pick it up, it's not as expensive as the full product. 1200 का ये product है, but I recommend it to everyone. So I think my face makeup is almost done. Now time for the lipstick, my favorite step again. Here I'm using the Sugar Cosmetics Take Mystique in the shade 14, Smudge Me Not Liquid Lipstick. And as usual, I'm going ahead applying it, and I think I'm going to be mixing it up with another lip color, which I'm sure is going to be the next lip lingerie Teddy. क्योंकि वो मतलब it's like a ritual. It has to happen. Every time I'm putting in a lipstick, I have to mix it with another color. So just making sure that my next look all nice and the product is all spread. I don't overline my lips, you guys, but then Cupid bow I like a little bit. Thoda sa halka sa overline just my Cupid bow, and this is such a game changer, you guys. Itna zyada pouty aur itne, I mean, my lips look a lot bigger than they actually are with this step. So definitely give it a try. Let me know what you think. And here we are. I think I'm gonna go back with my favorite shade, NYX Lip Lingerie shade Teddy, topping it up in the actual lip color, and call it a day. That is the lip color I'm gonna be wearing. Okay. And here is the final step. I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime to fix everything up. It looks wet right now, but then everything melts together and gives such a beautiful finish. And you can see that I'm happy with the makeup. If you think it's too wet, which I do right now, so I use my makeup sponge to make sure that all the excess wetness is taken. And that's it, you guys. After my hair are done, I look a lot better, but I still love how this look turned out. If you like it too, then definitely try this out. Let me know what you think, and do not forget to like, follow, share and subscribe. Have a great day. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.